What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cardinal Mooney High School, right here, where we've got a great opportunity right here at the high school. It doesn't happen oftentimes at Ground Zero, but we are here at Mooney High School, and we are joined right off the top of the show with Ty Reale, a senior, a big part of this football team, stud safety, I should say. Probably the best, definitely the best hair at this table. I can tell you that. But it looks like you got the best wig in the entire room right now, Ty. What's with the hair? You just let it go. Just let it go wild.
Yeah, I just let it go wild. I think I definitely have the best hair on the team.
I think so. I'm looking around. I'm not seeing much in the way of dudes around here, but it looks like you're holding it strong, man.
Yeah.
How long you been growing it out? Just all summer?
Well, sophomore year, shaved my head for football,
Okay.
and living in sense, just like a couple like little haircuts
You
from
get some
then.
trims.
Yeah,
Keep it
that's
tight.
about it. Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. This has been a roller coaster year for you. It's personally and on the field. You guys have had probably one of the toughest schedules in all of the Mahoning County, in all of really the YSN coverage area. What has this year been like for you on the field?
Well, it's been great. Just honestly, we just playing out here with my friends. We pulled off a lot of great wins. There's some that I think we could have got, but fell short. But other than that, just playing out here is such a blessing with all of my boys.
It just feels like you guys aren't afraid to play anybody.
Yeah, yeah. We come in with a mentality that we're gonna win the game no matter what, no matter who we play.
So when you were looking at this schedule, I mean, you're looking at it as a senior, and this is like the way you go out, right?
Mm,
What are you like? You're looking at it and you're seeing some of these teams. You see Lindsley, you see, right off the jump, you guys are playing Boardman in a local matchup. What are you looking at? Who are you circling? And does it matter who you play at that point when you're looking at it?
for like a game point, it does matter who we play
Yeah,
because like we play different teams like a different way.
sure.
But other than that, it's not really different. Like we all obviously just come in, work every day, just stuff like that.
So when you're looking at this team, this band of brothers you guys have, and you've endured, I mean, you've
Yeah.
endured some stuff together, from off the field tragedy, which we'll get into in a second here, to on the field. I mean, you guys have won and lost together. What is
Mhm.
it that makes this team so, I don't know, gel so much?
Dude, honestly, I don't know. Once I came here, it was just like an instant brotherhood. Like I love all these boys. When I was down, they were right with me. When a lot of stuff happened, they're just first people at my house, just comforting me, just a lot of stuff like that.
I was talking to some of the parents, and they said that, some of the stuff that this senior class has been through, you guys have been through some stuff together. And
Yeah.
what does that teach you as you move towards, graduation and what people call regular life?
Yeah, it's just taught me a lot. It taught me a lot. Like even when you're down, like you still need to count on people. Like you can't just do it by yourself. You just you gotta count on people sometimes.
So people you count on. I mean, do some shout outs here. I know you're boys with. I mean, very close with the
No,
senior class. But who are some people that have been there for you in your times of trouble?
just all my boys like Alec, Rob, Nolan, Cam, like Caleb, just Tino. So many of them. There's so many more. I just can't name them all right now.
What do you guys do off the field that kind of keeps that bond nice and tight?
Every day, every week, senior dinners. We're always together. So we have practice every Monday through Friday. Sunday we got senior dinners, and we just hang out. Sometimes we go over watch some football, just hang out, stuff like that.
All right, so you guys are watching football, not high school football, college or pros,
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
yeah.
Who you rooting for?
Well, I'm a Steelers fan.
Yes, finally.
All my friends are either Bengals or Browns fans.
Bengals.
Yeah,
Where'd they come from?
Nolan. I don't. He's a little weird.
Radinsky?
Yeah, he's
Oh, we're gonna talk to him about that.
a little weird, but
Being a senior, being a safety on
mm,
this team, somebody told me you like to lay some hits. Somebody told me you like to put some pops.
mm,
What is it about playing defense? I mean, everybody likes to score touchdowns,
mm.
but it seems like you'll give those TDs up for just laying dudes out.
Yeah, I love offense, but I love defense even more. It's just something I don't know. Just in all sports, I've just been a defensive player, no matter what it was. But I don't know. It's just great playing under Coach Flaney's defense. It's just such a great
He's
coach.
hard nosed. He's a great
Yeah,
coach. I mean, Mooney. When you think about the Cardinal on the side of your helmet, man, what does it mean to put that thing on your dome?
it just means so much. There's so much history around here. It's like you have alumni just coming in, coming to support you, and it just shows like how many people like they come out of nowhere. Honestly, they just come out here and support you. It's crazy.
I mean, you walk into that gym and you see banners everywhere.
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, do you ever feel kind of like pressured to hang another one for the future and for your legacy of your senior class?
Yeah, 100%. I want to. Our main goal was this year was to get Mooney back to its winning ways, and hopefully for the next coming classes, like they'll just get back on track and get better and better every year.
Mission accomplished with that one, man. Back in the playoffs, you guys are in round two, and you play a very tough team in Norway. And I mean, you
Hmm.
said before we got on is that's a big team,
Yeah.
physical team, but I can't think of any team other than you guys to match up against them and to kind of show them the way that Youngstown football is played. What
Hmm.
are some of the things you guys have seen about Norway, and what is your personal role this Friday night?
Well, there's a couple players I'm keen on. Number 24, he's a great running back. He runs hard,
Yep.
so we're gonna have to hit him hard, hit him low, and just they love throwing posts, stuff like that. So I'm gonna be ready for some deep balls. It's a lot of running, and then they'll throw a deep one every once in a while.
So everybody says you guys are going to wake up sore on Saturday. I
Yeah.
mean, but with a win against
Hmm.
Norway and to set it up into week 13, is it worth the having to have the bumps and bruises and the soreness?
100%. Because even though I got them, so do all my teammates, and we're all suffering together. So it's fine.
But you get to go one more week.
Yeah.
All right, man. We talked about this helmet. One of the things that I didn't know about until a few weeks ago, I wondered about this black stripe.
Mm.
And on the front of this black stripe, I don't know if anybody can see it. Hopefully, they can see it a little bit better there. Are the initials DR, and you might know a thing or two about that. Can you talk me through kind of what this black stripe means to you and kind of what's going on?
All right. So DR stands for Debbie Reality. My mother, she passed away about 4 months ago,
Right before
um,
the season.
right before the season during summer. It was really tough. It hurt me a lot,
Hmm.
but it was an honor to have this on the helmet. Coach Mooney came to me, asked me like what did it mean to me, like if would I be all right with that black stripe. I said 100% because every time I'm playing on the field, it's for her, and every day like I just wake up, think about her, and I get right to work.
Oh man, I can't imagine how proud she would be of you right now, and for all your teammates and all your family here to wear that black stripe. It's I'm sure it's an honor, and for
Uh,
you, it means a little extra.
yeah.
We're with you, man. Like it's got to be tough, and you guys obviously another tough break here lately with another a former coach, Coach Plant, part of the family.
Yes.
You guys have been through a lot. When you think about what football is and
Hmm.
what you got the relationships that you guys and some of the adversity that you faced, not just on the field but off the field, how do you think it's made your team better, stronger for this run that you're on right now?
Well, honestly, I just think it brought us together, not like physically, just mentally.
Yeah.
Like we just know, like we all got our certain jobs to do. Like just do your job and count on your other teammates to do theirs, and just we'll get it done.
All right, so we got to get off the field. We'll pick this up a little bit, right?
Hmm.
So, who's the funniest dude on the Mooney squad? It can be staff, it can be players. Who's the funniest cat?
I would like to say me, but I'm not gonna say it. Probably Caleb Beecham.
Okay,
He's definitely up there.
is he like a knock knock joke guy, or is he just like
Nah,
an ad lib guy?
he's just like one of those kids you watch and he
Okay,
just makes you laugh for some reason. It's just hard to explain.
you just watch him and you start giggling.
Yeah, well, he does like funny stuff.
Okay,
It's just hard to explain.
all right. Who's the most serious?
Adam Garlock,
Okay,
but he still jokes around a lot. But like once you see, like you can see if he's like what mood he's in just by his like eyes or
so
demeanor.
he wears it on his face.
Yes,
Okay,
100%.
who's the guy that controls the locker room jams?
We don't really jam out unless we win.
Okay.
So I'd probably say me or Cam
Okay, so
Sweeney.
what's the first song on the playlist when you guys get the dub?
Every time we touch.
Like the slow song?
Well, there's like yeah, we got like this really sped up version.
Okay,
It's like has more bass in it.
I was gonna say that's crazy. All right, what is the one song that gets you hyped before a game?
Trying to think. Probably right now. Right now it's probably Switches and Drakes.
Switches and I'm out of the game, man.
Yeah.
I'm out of the game. You got me beat. Um, food. I mean, we're sitting here. It's team feed.
Mhm.
What's the best food? Like, do you buy lunch here?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the best food at Cardinal Mooney that you buy?
100%. Definitely the chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo. Good
So good.
portions.
Yeah. You get it quite a bit.
Okay, what's the second best? Like if it's not chicken Alfredo and your heart's broken, what's the thing you go? I guess I can settle for that.
There's like this mashed potato bowl with like chicken
Oh,
and
okay.
like cheese and corn. It's
All right.
pretty good. I like that.
All right. What's the? I mean, MVR. I know you guys are close with the MVR.
Yeah.
What's your spot? What's the one thing you get at the MVR? Is there one go to, or you just peruse the menu?
I go a lot. Yeah, I just get a bunch of different stuff, but recently it's been chicken parmesan sandwich.
Oh, chicken parm sandwich. Because
Yeah.
they got size to them too, right?
Oh yeah.
They're big.
Hmm.
There's a good portion size. All right. Shout outs to your teammates. Who's the one dude that you would not want to tackle on this team as a safety?
Well, I hate to say it, but it's definitely Alec Del Signor. I have a rivalry with him. He's my boy. I love him to death, but he's having a stellar year this year, and I'm so happy for him.
He's a freight train.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hit him.
He
to
is
be
a
honest.
freight train. All right, who is the one dude that you'd love to go one on one with?
Nolan Radinsky.
Oh, here we go. Why?
Uh, uh, it's like it's been like all 4 years. I've been the defensive guy. He's been the offensive guy. It just kind of grew into something like we always go at it in practice. It's just not like fighting, but like
No,
we're going for it. Like we want to win.
making each other better.
Yeah.
Iron sharpening iron, right?
Hmm.
Ty, we appreciate you so much.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
stopping by.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
get you another interview hopefully very soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe when you're raising a banner.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll be back right after this on YSN.
I support police funding, securing our borders, and parental rights in education. I'm attorney Mark Hanai, the only Republican running for the 7th District Court of Appeals. I will always follow the law.
Paid for by the committee to elect Mark Hanai judge. Dave Johnson, chairman.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
I'm Mark Hanai, a conservative Republican. I believe in family values, the Second Amendment, and our Constitution. Vote for the only Republican running for the 7th District Court of Appeals. Protect your rights. Vote Hanai for judge.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. DJ Yoakley with you, joined by Mr. and Coach Carl Pelini at this time. Coach, first off, thanks for spending some time. What a season it has been for you guys. We talked to Ty about the roller coaster. The schedule you play is phenomenal. From your standpoint, when you look at that schedule, what's the reason? Is it because the playoffs that you play that schedule to get your kids ready and just kind of throw it out there?
I think that's the case, but I think a lot of it is just traditional rivalries. You know, we always played Harding. Boardman's been a great rivalry for us. Obviously, Ursuline's a great rivalry for us. Steubenville and Mooney over the years have had such great games. You know, I feel like kids want to come here to play those teams. And, you know, to me, it's it's a recruiting thing too. You know, I mean, kids want to come here because of the schedule we play and the opportunity to get featured. And yeah, it makes it a little harder to get into the playoffs, obviously, with the schedule like that, with the school our size. But like you said, when we do get in, I feel like we've been prepared. You know, we're not going to play teams. I don't know. I don't know how many Division V teams you could match up against an Ursuline or a Warren Harding or whatnot. You know?
It was incredible. You talk about the rivalry game, the Holy War, week 10. You guys went toe to toe with them, and it felt like coming out of the locker room, you were motivated. The guys were ready to go. What did you say? I guess is the first question.
This class, this senior class is awesome. I really haven't had to say much. You know, we're in great condition. You know, we started conditioning early, and I've really pushed it hard. We've really finished games strong. You know, and you look at the Ursuline game and Cheney and Boardman and Lindsley, all those games, you know, we're one play, one mistake, one play away from, you know, we could as easily be undefeated as we are, you know, 6-5 or whatever we are. So we've matched up tough. It's been a fun season in that regard. You know, for me, I'd rather play that kind of schedule where you're going to get tested every week than to go out and, you know, get a cushy schedule and not have any fun the other way.
You mentioned this senior class. I mean, they've battled through some adversity this year on and off the field, probably more than you've seen in some time. I mean, what does it mean to you to have these kind of guys that just keep standing up and fighting?
Well, I mean, they're special to me. They were sophomores my first year here, and their commitment from that year on. I mean, in the weight room, in the off season, and I just kept telling them, you just keep your nose to the grindstone. You keep going, and you'll have success before you get out of here. And so I couldn't be more happy for them right now, and I hope we can make a run here.
So I asked Ty, when you walk into that gym and you see all those banners, is there any pressure? And he goes, it's just one of those things that we want to do it ourselves and turn around things back where Mooney was. You have the same experience. I mean, what do you talk about with these kids when you start that season and you have a tough season like the past couple? And I mean, getting things back to where you remember them being.
Right. And I didn't spend a lot of time. I mean, I'll spend some time certainly talking about the tradition, but for me, it's about not the tradition of the championships, but the work ethic and the character and the toughness and the physicality that those teams represented. And that's what I was trying to instill in these guys. And you know, and embracing the process of getting better. Just keep marching forward no matter what happens. You lose a close one, you win a close one, you win a big one, you lose a big one, doesn't matter. Just keep preparing the next week and for the next season, and everything will be okay. And it's turning out that way.
You got Norway coming up this week on Friday, a tough team, and it's everybody's got this circled as the slobber knocker of the week, so to speak. Two physical teams going up against each other. What do you think are the keys to beating Norway and getting to the next round?
I think our speed. You know, we're going to have to find ways to get the ball on the edge and get vertical up the field. Defensively, you know, we have to stop the run. We've been pretty good all year. And, you know, I feel good about our secondary and our coverage side of it. We're going to have to be able to stop the run and counteract their running attack. If we can do that, I think we'll be fine on both sides of the ball.
Coach, playoffs, last question for you. Playoffs are always a special time of year, especially here. What do you want these kids to remember about suiting up for week 11, week 12, and hopefully week 13?
The ride. You know, I keep telling them the process, the ride. It's not just about the game, but it's about preparing for the game and the enjoyment of playing these great teams week in and week out. And at this point, anyone can win it, and it's who can play their best every week. And that's what our goal is.
Coach, thank you very much for time. Appreciate you as always. Good luck to you.
Appreciate you coming.
We'll be back right after this.
I support police funding, securing our borders, and parental rights in education. I'm attorney Mark Hanai, the only Republican running for the 7th District Court of Appeals. I will always follow the law.
Paid for by the committee to elect Mark Hanai judge. Dave Johnson, chairman.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com.
Locally owned and operated, Shealy's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Shealy's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
I'm Mark Hanai, a conservative Republican. I believe in family values, the Second Amendment, and our Constitution. Vote for the only Republican running for the 7th District Court of Appeals. Protect your rights. Vote Hanai for judge.
All right, welcome back to Cardinal Mooney, everybody. We're here in the cafeteria on Ground Zero. I mean, typically we're at like a restaurant, but they said come to Team Feed. You'll enjoy it, and it's a great atmosphere. This Cardinal Mooney show brought to you by Toyota of Warren. Thank you so much to the great folks out there. One of our newest sponsors and one we are really excited for. We are joined at this time by one of the, I would argue, one of the best just route runners, best offensive threats in all of YSN, Alec Del Signore, the senior, a dude that you do not want to be in front of, and that's a direct quote from Tyree Alley. I know you were over there listening. What did that mean to you when somebody says, yeah, I'll pass on that guy?
You know, it meant a lot just coming from him because we're always going at it with each other. And I just wasn't expecting something out of him like that. So it means a lot out of him.
You're a dude that's had to sacrifice for this team. I mean, you played multiple positions and then you moved out just to make the team better. Why is that? I mean, when you're thinking that, okay, you might drop some receptions, you know what I mean, from that standpoint, playing a different position of tight end and things of that nature. What goes through your thought process, and ultimately, why did you make that decision?
Well, my goal is to go on the field every day and make this team have the best chance to win every game. And I thought it was best for me to move positions, and obviously it's been working out this year. So I really think it was a good decision for me.
So you are the spark plug. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I saw it at Lindsley. I saw it when you guys played Ursuline. From that standpoint, the offense goes as Alec Del Signore goes. I mean, do you know that? You understand that you're a huge part of it? Because you're attracting double teams, man. You're attracting so much of that defense. Mentally, that's got to be tough sometimes because you want to make the difference. You want to catch those balls and be in the end zone, but you understand that they're keying on number one the entire game.
Well, if I'm attracting those double teams, obviously something else is going to be open.
Yep.
So if I'm lined up on the right side and I'm being double teamed, the run on the left side is going to be open, or there's going to be a receiver open on the other side. So it's a win-win situation either way. If I'm double teamed, something's going to be open. If I'm not, and just do my thing.
This team has some ridiculous grit, man. I mean, the adversity that this senior class, we've talked about it already multiple times, what you guys have gone through as a team, as a unit, as a class, what makes this senior team so just strong?
I think it's just our friendship. I mean, we're always hanging out with each other. We can talk about anything with each other. I would just say it has to be our friendship. We're just like each other a lot, and there's no beef or anything between anyone. So I would have to say that.
It takes a special unit to have no beef. You know what I mean? And listen, family fights, right? You're going to have your run-ins. But at the same time, tell me you don't find yourself rooting for these guys when they're the ones catching the ball. When you see Ashton O'Brien running around and creating chaos in the backfield and ripping off a 30-yard run. I mean, I've seen your intensity on the field. You get excited.
Yeah. I root for my teammates, whether I make a play or they make a play. Just anything to lead us in the way of winning the game. That's what I like.
You're a guy that ultimately, yes, you got some Fridays left in you, but you want to play on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about the next level, what does it mean to suit up on a Saturday and represent really Cardinal Mooney for the rest of your playing days?
You know, it would mean a lot for me, and I really plan on playing on Saturdays next year, obviously. I'm just gonna have to see where my opportunities land, and then I'll take advantage of those opportunities when they come.
Well, football is a great program here at Cardinal Mooney.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the academics is second to none. What are you going to study? Do you have any idea what you want to do?
I'm not really too positive yet. I want to study maybe something in the sports management field, or yeah, some sports management wise.
So you're 17, 18 years old. Like, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Easy question to answer, right?
Yeah, I'm still undecided on that yet.
As you have, like, when you were a kid, what did you want to do?
I mean, when you're a kid, there's always that dream of being like a firefighter or police officer, but obviously that's changed now. So I'm not really sure where I'm gonna end up.
All right, on this football team, who do you admire most? What teammate first do you admire most, and then we'll get to the coach.
Whoa, teammates. Probably Logan Boyd, because he's a really hard hitter on defense, and just the way he hits is a way like I want to hit too. So
That dude's an emotional
yeah,
leader.
he's crazy. He is crazy.
What about coaches from a standpoint of who you admire most?
Definitely all the coaches, but obviously just Coach Pelini. He's been there for me for 3 years, and I just really admire how he's always there for me, and I'd be there for him too.
All right, let's talk about family. Who's in the family? You got brothers, sisters?
I got one brother.
Okay, younger, older?
Older brother.
Older brother. All right, did he play?
No, he didn't play football.
All right, so
he's in college.
Do you get any advice from older brother?
A little bit, just more life lessons than
Okay.
anything, because he's not really a sports addict, I would say. So
What's the best advice he's given you?
I mean, he's given me plenty of advice. Probably just gives me life lessons every day. Just doing the right
ones.
thing, yeah, and stuff like that.
All right, talk about your parents. How they've been there for you, and,
Oh yeah,
and obviously
they're always there for me. Just from youth till now, they're always at every sporting event, every school event, whether it's anything at all. They're always there. So,
do you have a favorite Cardinal Mooney football memory thus far?
It would probably have to be this Warren Harding game this year. It was just like a memorable comeback for us.
Yes, it was.
We were down 17-0, and we just kept fighting and came back and won. It was a really great game for us.
The Mooney Ursuline game was great. I mean, it was worth the price of admission and then some. They came out to you second half very early, and you were quick to be emotional and get things going. Did anybody talk about what was going on at halftime, or did you guys just knew what you had to do?
Well, we were just getting locked in at halftime. We knew what we had to do. We just came out strong, and after that first drive, we scored the touchdown. We had all the momentum, and then just after that, we really couldn't get anything else started, and that's how the game ended. So,
all right, this is week 12. You got to get to week 16. That's where
Yeah.
everybody's goals are, right? And
Right.
obviously hoist that trophy and raise the banner. What do you in this senior class have to do to get you guys there?
Well, first we just have to lead this team in the right direction, and we know by doing that, we just have to take this 1 week at a time. So right now we're just focused on Norway, and whatever happens outside of our game, we'll be focused on that next week. So right now we're just going to focus on what we have going on tomorrow.
You're a pro, man. You're really good at this. I have to tell you. A couple more questions for Alec Del Signor here. Heroes. Who are your heroes on and off the field?
I'm just have to go with my parents. I mean, there's always someone I can look up to, and they're always there for me, and I really appreciate them always being there.
All right. The other question, who do you model your game after? I mean, you have a very physical game, man. Who do you look to and go, yeah, I'm that guy?
Defensively, probably someone like Luke Kuechly.
Okay.
I used to watch him all the time. It sucks that he was out of the league so quick.
Yeah.
And he was just such a great player for Carolina. So definitely him.
All right. And what do you do in your spare time? What do you like doing that's not football related?
During the summer, me and my friends like to golf a little bit.
Okay.
Are
you the best in your group?
I would say so.
All right. Yeah. Who's in the group? Because we got to shout him out here.
We got me, Ty, Nolan, Tino, Robert, Michael, who we normally golf with. I mean, some kids don't like golfing, so they don't go.
So when I ask them if you're the best golfer, they're going to tell me that you're the best golfer?
Yeah. I'd say so. I mean, they might not say it, but I know I am.
You know you are. What else do you? I mean, you do video games or anything?
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
I play a little bit of Call of Duty too.
Okay.
Like new Call of Duty just came out, so I'm playing that a little bit.
You tearing people up online or what?
Yeah, I'll be maybe a little bit tonight. We'll see.
Well,
so.
yeah, you got to relax a little bit.
Yeah, wind down a little bit.
You excited for this game tomorrow?
Oh yeah,
Norway,
I can't wait.
physical team. That's kind of your style.
Yeah, I know this team's physical, but I know we can come out on top and win this game. So,
Alec, we appreciate your time,
Yep.
man. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very
I'm looking
much.
forward to it.
I appreciate
Alec
it.
Del Signore will be back right after
Yep.
this on your sports network.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Well, ask and you shall receive. We are joined by the craziest, the most emotional, and to me, one of my favorites to watch, Logan Boyd here of Cardinal Mooney, here at Cardinal Mooney. Logan, welcome in. You said this is your first interview.
Yes, this is my first interview.
All right, man. So you've been watching everybody on YSN and elsewhere. From an interview standpoint, I have to ask you, and I'm going to start instead of finish. Who are your heroes and why?
First off, I want to start with my parents. My parents are one of my biggest heroes. They taught me what hard work and dedication is. Another hero I'd have to say is probably Jack Lambert.
Oh yeah,
love watching.
Look at the Steeler guy after my heart here.
Love watching all the old ESPN films and the football lives that they made about Jack Lambert and all that.
That's your dude, Jack Lambert. That's incredible because most guys nowadays will say Shazier or they'll say TJ Watt, and you go old school to one of the best linebackers of all time.
Yeah. I love old school hard-nosed football.
And you play it and you play it and then you play the part after. Like I don't want to spoil anything. If you've never seen this kid play, he plays the bad guy really well because the emotion that you bring to the game of football. Like every time I see you do something or a teammate do something, you're always celebrating it. Why so emotional? What is it about you that just bubbles out?
Ever since I've been little, I've always loved sports, always loved, the celebrations you see all the NFL guys on TV.
Sure.
So I just thought, we can't, dance and all that during, touchdowns and all that. So might as well just go up and scream and have fun with it.
So when people look at you and you're quiet, do they look at you weird? Like you got two heads? Because you're usually the guy that's the loudest on the team.
Sometimes they do, but other times they're like, oh, thank God he's finally quiet for once.
You and I from the same county.
Yeah.
Columbiana County.
County.
To wear this helmet every Friday night, Saturday, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to you?
Oh, it means so much. I mean, growing up, you only hear basically fables from where we're from about Cardinal Mooney, and being able, to wear the Cardinal on the side of the helmet, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. The atmosphere, the Mooney family, it's all real. It's all real. Um, just being able to be part of this part of history in Mooney, it's almost like a dream.
Dude, it's nuts. It has to be nuts when you walk the hallways and you see some of these trophies, some of these players that have walked the same hallways you're walking. And then like I said, you go into the gym, the banners everywhere.
Oh,
Like talk to me about what it's like for you as a freshman or what to walk in and just be overwhelmed with that and the dreams that you had of becoming a state champion and someone who left a legacy on that helmet.
You walk into the gym and you see all the banners. And I mean, it's not just banners for football, it's banners for basketball, baseball, golf, girls track and field, boys track and field, volleyball, all of those. You walk in and it's mind blowing because you think, how can one place have so much, great accomplishments?
Yeah.
And it's stunning. It's stunning. That's the only word I can use for it.
No, you're right.
It's stunning.
I love it. That's great vernacular right there. Great way to describe it from a standpoint of, I mean, you're a multi-sport athlete, to represent the Cardinal, the Block M, whichever one it is at the time. What does it mean to you?
It just means that you got to represent your school. You got to represent, what the school stands for. And we're trying to, make sure that school stands for winning.
Yeah.
Winning and loyalty. Loyalty is a huge thing, I feel like, here at Cardinal Mooney.
What's legacy that this senior team wants to leave behind?
The legacy we want to leave behind, hard work. Hard work's the one we want to leave behind. I mean, there was so many of us during the winter last year after that season. We were in there at 6 a.m. getting after it before school. Then going, and then whatever other sport you played, during the winter or during the spring, you went and did that too. And it was always just that cycle. That's all you did.
All right, let's get off the field with you real quick. I heard funny. I heard serious. Who's the funniest guy in the locker room here at Mooney? You heard Ty. He's waiting for you to say his name.
Caleb Beecham is probably one of the funniest guys.
He's 2 for 2.
I mean, any conversation with him, you're going to laugh. I mean, and like Ty said, I mean, just the actions he does, is hilarious.
All right, so give me an example. One time that you were trying to hold it together and Beecham just cracked you up.
We were in class the one day, and we're getting, our teacher was mad at us for something, and I look over, Caleb's trying not to laugh, and then that made me bust out laughing, and then she yelled at me.
So you got the worst of it because Beecham couldn't just stop smirking.
Yeah, he just couldn't stop smirking. Every day that kid has a smile on his face.
I love it. All right, who's the guy that's going to stand up and have the rah-rah speech in the locker room?
Cam Sweeney.
Okay.
Cam Sweeney is the kid that will do that. I mean, he's not afraid to get up in your face and tell you what's up, and he's really good at motivating us at times, I feel like.
Okay, who's the dude that is just so low-key that you wonder sometimes if they have a pulse?
Adam Garlock. Adam Garlock. He's kind of a silent killer.
Oh, yeah?
Silent killer. He walks through school, doesn't talk that much. I mean, he has conversations, obviously, but, like, he doesn't talk that much.
All right. So if you're sitting there on the field, and who's the first person you look to after you make a tackle?
Probably either Jeff Brenner, Will Desmond, or Alec Del Signor.
Yeah. What are you looking for to get out of them?
Just energy. I mean, I'm going to bring energy, so I want it brought back for when I make a play. So those 3 guys are usually always the guys that do it.
You're a fire plug like me, man. You trying to play on Saturdays?
No.
You said no.
I'm more of a baseball guy. Baseball is my passion.
Baseball. Okay, so you're trying to play at the next level for baseball?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, position? Where are you at?
Corner infield.
Okay, so you can go first or third?
Yeah.
All right. What do you prefer?
First base.
First base?
Yeah.
I like it. Do you want to play at the next level?
Absolutely.
Very cool. You got people calling you, contacting you?
Yeah, I got a few. People, I've been in contact with over the past few weeks. And honestly, I'm just waiting for that next step.
I love it, man. I'm proud of you. It's a different level. It's a different animal when you get that next level, but nobody, I think, better than you equipped to take it on with that emotion. Dude, thank you so much, Logan.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. We'll be back with another player right after this on the Cardinal Mooney Show here on your Sports Network.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Hi, I want to tell you about my Trish Yearwood home collection available at Sheely's Furniture. With 2 locations serving Ohio and Pennsylvania, Sheely's is one of the country's top sellers of my home collection. And the best part? At Sheely's, you never have to wait for a sale. They offer everyday low pricing as well as a price match guarantee, so you can shop the Trish Yearwood home collection with confidence. Come see my collection with something to offer for every room in your home and get it all with free local delivery, only at Sheely's Furniture.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toyota of Warren. It's the Cardinal Mooney show here at Cardinal Mooney, and not oftentimes they let you in to the cafeteria. So we got a front row seat here. I'm joined by one of the most humble young men you are ever going to meet, Tino Merlo, who is right tackle, defensive tackle, and just all out monster for this Cardinal Mooney offense and defensive line. The dude that lives in the trenches, eats in the trenches, sleeps in the trenches, all because he wants to protect the other birds that flock together. Tino, welcome in, man. I appreciate you sitting down with us. A dream come true, because I love what you do. An offensive lineman, not, I wouldn't say connoisseur, but a guy that I can appreciate it because, dude, you open up massive lanes for these backs, whether it be Ashton or otherwise. When you are able to just lay down a pancake or an unbelievable block, I mean, it's almost like scoring a touchdown, is it not?
It is. It's one of the best feelings you get out on that field.
So when you lay one, I mean, pancakes are the best, right?
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
So when you're counting those pancakes after a game, whether it's a Saturday or Sunday or whatever it may be, it's for you. It's so rewarding because you know you did your job to the top of your ability. Talk about that.
No, that's like just the best feeling in the world. Like when you're sitting in films on a Saturday morning and you see that on the screen, kind of just sit back and you're like,
got a little smile on your
just
face.
A smile, like looking around, see if anybody else notices, seeing if coach notices, and you get that good play, and then move on.
Well, let's face it. I mean, you're an offensive tackle, so the only time you ever get noticed if there's a holding call or something along those lines. So when you get those pancakes, that's that good feeling, that warm feeling, like it's like when you eat pancakes, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this team. I mean, this senior group, and every time I talk to the other guys, they said, hey, there's a group of us seniors that are together through and through, no matter what. Your name brought up in every single one of those circles. What is it about this group, this core unit of seniors, that makes this team stand out to other teams in the past 10 years of Cardinal Mooney?
Man, I don't know. Ever since the first day, like when I came in, I didn't know anybody. I came from a different school. All these kids came to school together, and we all just clicked. Like we all got along together so great, from being on the field the first day to hanging out every weekend, having group chat, like just talking every day. They're my best friends. They're like my brothers. They are my brothers.
Well, it's funny. You got the Mooney Brotherhood shirt on. I mean, it is a perfect thing that you guys have going. Week 13, or week 12, I should say, going for week 13. There's a lot of people that had not a lot of good things to say about Cardinal Mooney early on this year. You guys overcame all of that, fought through one of the toughest schedules in the Valley, and are sitting here in D5 trying to get to the regionals. You got a very good Norway team, sizable guys, so you'll be kind of looking eye to eye to them. What is it about this team specifically that you guys at some point just turned it on? Like you figured it out almost?
It's just been brewing for years, since we've been here. Like, we've been through a lot.
You have.
We've had to face a lot of adversity. Like, our coaches told us. Like, he told us one day at practice, he's like, what are you going to do when adversity hits? Are you just going to lay down and sit there? Or are you going to get up and take it like a man and keep going? And after what we've been through last year, and we just decide we got to get up. It's time. Like, there's no more messing around. This is serious. This is something that we have to do. We want it more than anyone. This is what we're going for. We're going for that ring. That's all. It's just, yeah.
We talked to Ty, obviously, with this black stripe. Your dad was actually the one that told me about what the meaning behind it. And obviously, Coach Pelini, and everything. You talk about adversity. Nobody's faced more adversity than this team this year. And I feel like you've grown together more because of it. And you've like a band of brothers, like you talked about, that brotherhood. Do you feel like through you guys have been victorious through tragedy?
Yes. As much as I hate the things that have happened, I'm thankful for it. It's shaped us to be the men we are today. And we're blessed that we've had these experiences. Now we are who we are today because of them.
Yeah, and now you get to move on from them and honor the memory of those who you lost.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys picked each other up. And that was one of the coolest stories that we don't necessarily get to broadcast that because you want to respect the privacy. But what I was so impressed by was a group of, don't kill me, a group of boys, right? You're 17 years old, the majority of you and younger, that were able to take the experiences off of the football field and to come together under one banner, under one helmet, under one logo, and say, we're going to take this and be the best here together because we don't know what life has in store for us from day to day. What lesson did you learn from all of that? Or are you still trying to learn that lesson?
I'm still learning, but one thing I learned, you don't get every day. Don't take anything for granted. Everything that you get, you should appreciate. Life is a blessing.
Yep.
That's all it is. And just don't take advantage of it.
All right, I know we got to get to this guy because this guy means a lot to me. I know he means a lot to you. Papa Bear, the guy who really drove this show and said, hey, we need to get this done. And what does your dad, I know, I've seen the pictures, right? I go in his office and I see the pictures of you guys and the experience you have with your family. What does your dad mean to you just personally?
Oh, man. He means the world to me. He's my number one supporter. He's always been there for me. He tells me what to do for everything, and man, he's the man.
You're a big cat. You want to play on Saturdays, obviously. Getting some looks now. From your standpoint, what is it going to have to take from you to get to that place where you want to be on Saturdays? You got two sisters that are playing right now at John Carroll that are athletes too. Do they give you any kind of advice on kind of the recruiting stuff?
They just tell me to keep up with my schoolwork and all that stuff because they know that that's what'll get me. Because out of the three of us, they are really, really smart.
Okay.
Not that I'm a dumb person or a dumb kid. It's just being compared to them is hard.
Twins, right?
No,
they're not.
2 years apart.
2 years apart. I apologize.
We're all 2 years.
All 2 years apart, but they end up playing the same team.
Yeah, they both play for John Carroll.
And they like, that's ridiculous. And your parents are there right now, probably watching, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so I got to ask you this tough question. Who's the best athlete in the family?
I don't know. We're really competitive.
All right, so what things do you compete in at home?
Everything. It always has been who is the fastest.
Fastest.
And now I would say me. My sisters have always been faster than me, and I feel like I've caught up. I've came a long way compared to
The
them.
big fella says he's the fastest.
No,
You
I
see,
know.
the combine, man. We're gonna have to get you in the combine.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what's the weirdest thing that you guys have been competitive in at home that your parents probably just look at you like, what are you doing?
I mean, I don't. Something funny, pulling up the funniest videos, like.
So whoever gets the best laugh.
Oh, whoever gets the best laugh. We'll just screen share it to the TV, and whoever laughs, like we'll just always go for it. Whoever gets the funniest laugh, even if it's videos from TV shows we've watched, or if it's videos from us when we were younger.
Yeah.
It's just who could do the best.
Well, you talked about your sisters. What lessons have they taught you about life and how to handle yourself in certain situations?
Just to always be there for each other. Our family personally has been through a lot in the past 2 years, and we've all been there for each other, and just means a lot to have my sisters who I love and care about by my side when I'm down. So having both of them means a lot.
Do you have to be the goalie whenever they come home and want to practice?
I used to be, not anymore.
Not anymore?
No, it's more of just whoever, just go get the ball. Just
Got
go
it.
get the ball.
Who do you admire most? I mean, on the field right now, we know you love your family and we want to give them as much love as possible.
Yeah.
But for on the field, like who do you look up to as, hey, I want to be like that guy? Is there anybody?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I look up to more people who I'm around.
Okay, so examples.
Like my dad and my coaches and all them. Some of my cousins, they all tell me about their stories when they played. My dad, all my uncles, they tell me stories about when they played, and it just makes me want to be like them, be successful and be the best at everything. The best I could be.
What's the best football memory you have with your dad?
With my dad.
I've seen pictures. I'm just going to guess.
Going to the national championship
There it
in
is.
2015, I think it was, in Texas, when we went to go see Ohio State play Oregon. That is definitely top tier.
That's amazing. Like when he told you were going, were you just like dumbfounded?
Oh my God. I was like, there's no way. Like, it's in Texas. I was like, we're going to Texas? He's like, yeah, we're going. I'm like, all right, let's do it. It was just awesome.
And you were what, in middle school?
I was in 5th grade.
Yeah.
4th or 5th grade, yeah.
Incredible. What an experience.
Oh,
all right,
it was awesome.
The last one for you. Best advice the old man's ever given you?
Best advice. Like I said, just don't take anything for granted. Every day is a blessing, and care for the people around you and care for each other and work hard.
I love it, man. That's a lot of good lessons right there in one nutshell. Congratulations, my friend, for making the All YSN team.
Thank you.
Very honored to have you on it and represent
for having
YSN.
me.
No, thank you for sitting down with us. We'll be back right here on YSN after this.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi,
this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toyota of Warren Cardinal Mooney show. That's a mouthful, but it's worth it. A special thanks to all the guys that have come before and talked, and Coach Pelini, of course. And thanks as well to Toyota of Warren for sponsoring this and allowing us to get here into Cardinal Mooney High School, where we are joined now by the senior linebacker, Rob Hardy. Rob, when you think about this season, simply put, what is your favorite part of it on this ride so far?
Favorite part of it, maybe like a favorite game, I would have to say Warren, just from the comeback, the 17-point comeback. And Ursuline, really, that was a fight.
Yeah, it
went down to the end. But I really think we have a lot more to come. So I can't really answer that question until the season's over.
I love it. I'm here for it, man. All right, so we're in week 12 now. You play a very tough Norwayne team, and they're hard-nosed, and nobody harder-nosed than you, my friend, at that linebacker position. What are your expectations going into Friday night? You understand it's going to be physical, obviously. What do you feel like you have to do to help this team reign victorious and get to week 13?
Definitely stop the run, watch the play-action pass, because I know they just bang the run, and then all of a sudden there's a play-action pass, so we got to stay on our toes for the play-action pass.
Very cool. All right, so when you think about, what has been done thus far this year, how much work is left to do, and what would the legacy be, and what would the lesson be at the end of the day when you guys hang up those cleats?
I would just say never give up, because especially last year, from going 1-9 to this year 6-5 so far, we're not close to done yet. Really never give up, because I know everybody's been doubting us going from 1-9 to where we're at now. It's really just never give up.
I mean, when you looked at that record, 1-9 all off season, as a senior, that had to be a motivating piece for you.
Oh yeah, it was definitely very motivational. Just fired you up, and just you got to play every game like it's obviously could be our last. So.
Yeah, one-game tournament from here on out. I mean, I know when in my locker room our senior year, it was, we had one kind of mantra. We had our record up, and it wasn't even a bad record, but we knew what we could be. How did you guys know as a senior class what you could be? How did you find that belief when there wasn't a whole lot of kind of tangible evidence around you?
Well, working with these guys all off season, knowing these guys and knowing the talent that we actually have with the new coaches this off season we've got, and really all the hidden talent on our team, it just, in my heart, I believe that we can win the state championship.
You guys have some great talent from on the field to the coaching staff. When you look at that roster and you see some of these names, some of the names that you'll see tonight and some of the names that you'll be seeing for years to come on YSN, what do you think about, like, the greatness that you're playing with right now, 20 years down the road? Will you ever fully understand how good each and every one of this team is?
I'll never forget the players that I've been playing with. They're like brothers to me, like Alec Del Signor, one of the greatest I've ever played with, Tyree Alley,
yep.
Tino Merlot, Logan Boyd, one of the hardest hitters I've ever seen.
Crazy.
Tyon Flowers has the craziest speed I've ever seen.
Yep.
He's just up and down the field. It's insane. All these players that I'm playing with, I'll never forget them. I'll look back in 20 years and just be grateful that I got to play with all of my brothers here at Cardinal Mooney.
That's awesome. When you think about all those guys, got to add your name into that. They think an awful lot of you. What do you think is your role on this team?
Being at linebacker, I like to get a lot of TFLs, and at the Ursuline game, I had a blocked punt that really changed the.
Yes, you did.
Oh yeah, it changed the whole game around, and just TFLs, interceptions, and just laying the wood and stopping the run when we need to.
From a standpoint of emotional leader, we've talked to a couple of them. Do you find yourself kind of not having to speak up as much when you got guys like that around you?
I mean, I'd like to speak up too, but like when there's this senior class, every single person's a leader. There's not one person who's not a leader. And even the underclassmen, they're all leaders. Like our whole team is based around, because we have the coaches, they give us such a good role model. They're such good role models that none of us really even have to step up a lot because we all know what we have to do.
I can appreciate that. So when you think about leadership, what kind of leadership, I mean, I know it's probably not, you don't study leadership, but what kind of leadership do you look up to? Is it servant leadership? Is it guys that are vocal? Is it guys that do their work on the field? What kind of people do you look up to and do you follow as a leader yourself?
Well, I like to look up to Alec and Logan as he's being a hard hitter.
Yeah.
But people who really like grind when nobody's looking, like when like say, when just nobody's thinking about it, say the coaches aren't looking.
Yeah.
There's the people messing around, and then there's the people that are focused and
Yeah.
they're trying to get their work done. And there's the people on the field who get their work done in the Friday nights,
All right, let's get off the field for a little bit. A lot of classes here, a lot of rooms, a lot of teachers.
Yep.
What's your favorite subject here at Mooney?
I would have to say I've got this one debate class with one of my coaches, Mr. Tatey.
Okay.
It's a really fun class, and it's a hard class, but it's pretty fun.
All right, debate. I've always wanted to take it. I love having debates. This is what it is all the time on Sports Talk.
Yep.
What's the one lesson that you learned that you're going to take with you no matter what, whether it's in sales or business or whatever you do? In debate, you can learn a ton about stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I know I keep repeating this, but really never give up.
Okay.
If you have your point, you got to make your point clear, and you got to put your point across. And
Very good.
never back down. You can't if someone has a better argument than you just got to fake it till you make it, really.
You're already ready for business, man.
Yeah.
You can open up your own business right now. Fake it till you make it. From a standpoint of favorite teachers, do you have a favorite teacher or some?
Favorite teachers, Mr. Reinhardt, he's an English teacher. Rosetta and Pete Smith are math teachers. Mr. Tatey's up there. And then Mrs. Hughes, she's another math teacher. Yeah, I mean, really all the teachers around us are so wonderful, really. I like all the teachers.
This dude, he's going to be a politician. Is what he's going to be. Outside of being a politician, what do you want to do when you grow up?
Something in like the sports management field, because I love sport. Every single sport, I've got a love to sports.
No kidding.
Yep. Anything sports related, I would love to go into, really. Or business, starting up my own business, I would love to do. Really being around that business and sports type of field.
Do you happen to like announcing games? Because we got some openings at YSN. We'll get you signed up right now, Mr. Hardy. But that's great. I mean, what is it about business that interests you?
Just like kind of making it from the bottom, really, like starting up your own thing and not having like a boss telling you what to do, and just starting your own business from the bottom to the top, and just looking from where you've came from is the great part about it.
I love it. All right, legacy. Before you graduate here in a few months, what's the legacy that you want to leave here in the halls of Cardinal Mooney?
Hard work, dedication, like I said, never giving up. And I would really like to leave with a ring, really. I'm sure everybody's been saying that, but
they have. I heard it a couple times, but like you guys are focused on Norway. It's incredible.
One game at a time, really.
I love it. All right. You're shout out to your support system, whoever that may be. Who are the people that have put you in the place that you are right now?
My parents, grandparents, family, the whole football team. My girlfriend's always supporting me.
There you go. Always shout out the girlfriend.
Yep. Yeah, really the whole school, like the Mooney family is what it's all about. It's on the shirts. It's everywhere. The Mooney family, it's nothing I've ever seen before. They really have your back, and they're loyal, faithful, and everybody loves each other, really.
Appreciate the time, Mr. Hardy. Rob Hardy, linebacker for your Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. You can catch them Friday at 7 o'clock against Norway right here on YSN. Back after this on your Sports Network.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cardinal Mooney Show, brought to you by Toyota of Warren. We are joined by another senior, Cam Sweeney, safety for the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals, and another hard hitter and a guy that is a ball hawk here for Coach Pelini's defense. Cam, welcome in. Appreciate you spending some time with us. Let's start with this. Why is this team so special to you?
I feel like we really gelled together after everything that happened throughout the past 3 years. Freshman year, we had a heartbreak loss as our last loss. And for the past 2 years, hadn't had the season we wanted. So this year we decided we want to finish strong.
And it felt like you guys decided it and kind of turned it in. I mean, you were close, you were close. And then all of a sudden it was, where did Mooney come from? I mean, did you guys just decide at one point enough's enough and it's time for a change? Or is it one of those situations where everything kind of led up to that point?
I feel like after last season, we all knew what we had to do. And in the off season, we were there at 6 a.m. every morning, right before school. We get a quick lift in, and then we go to school, go throughout our day, and we all had our individual responsibilities for this team.
So if I said 1-9 right now, is there a pit in your stomach for that?
Yeah, coming from a family, I have a lot of people graduate from my family from this school, and a whole bunch of them got rings, they got championships. So that 1-9 doesn't feel good.
Was there a lot of shining rings up at the dinner table at Thanksgiving last year and saying, hey, wouldn't this be nice to have one of your own?
Oh, a lot of that. My family is very competitive. My uncles, my dad, my brother, they all went to the state championship.
All right, so you talk about your family being super competitive. We talked to Tino because apparently the Merlots are competitive as well. What's some of the weirdest things that your family is competitive in?
Anything. Being the fastest to the dinner table, making your bed the fastest, getting downstairs, who's out the door the fastest, and more importantly, who's out the door last.
Well, it sounds like your mom's very happy if it's, the dinner table is there. Everybody's at the dinner table. Everybody is making their bed. So that's a good thing. What are some, championship pedigree, DNA, that's what's in you. What have they taught you about being a leader that you can pass on to these other guys?
You just got to pick up everybody you can. If somebody's down and made a bad play or something, you just got to get up, forget about it, move on to the next play.
You've been a guy that constantly is around the football. I mean, when we announce games, it's always Cam Sweeney, Cam Sweeney, Cam Sweeney. You're a ball hawk. Wherever the ball is, that's where you are. Talk to me about kind of where you got that from. Is that something you can teach, or is that something that's just in you?
I've been playing since I was little, so I think wherever the ball goes, that's where I got to go.
I can appreciate that. Now, as a safety, I always wondered this because my friends, I was a baseball guy. Every time I talk to a center fielder, what's the feeling you get when you see a ball that you know is going to go over your head? Is it that instant, like your stomach drops, like you're going to get sick? Because you're the last line of defense, my friend.
Turn around, run, get deep.
I can appreciate that. Let's talk about family. I mean, you talk about championship pedigree. Who's in your immediate family?
My my dad went to state when he was in high school. My older brother went to state when he was in high school, and my brother that was a senior when I was a freshman. He was on that team where they had one more win and they were in the playoffs.
Wow. Are they giving you any advice this time of year?
Yeah, my brothers are all texting me. My dad's talking to me. They're trying to get as much as they can on this team, tell me what to do, what to expect.
This team is we've talked about it at length. You guys are very close as a senior class. Why? I guess it's probably not easier said than the question, but like, why are you guys so close?
I think we all just trust each other. From the moment we left that locker room last year, we all knew we had responsibilities doing this off season, and we trusted each other, and we got work to do.
I see that Mooney baseball shirt from a standpoint of can you take one stuff that you learned from football over to baseball and vice versa?
Yeah, I was a outfielder and being a safety, a lot of the footwork's the same, and when the ball goes up, you gotta go get it.
You just, again, don't let it get over your head. Just turn and run. We talked about teachers a lot. Obviously, some great teachers here at Mooney. Who's your favorite?
There's a lot of teachers I like Rob Rosetta, Pete Smith, and all the coaches that are teachers.
Sure.
They're all into it. They're asking how we're going to do this week. How's practice been? What can we expect? And they're all in.
So what's your favorite subject?
Science.
I knew it because now I got to ask the question, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a doctor.
Want to be a doctor. Okay. Any particular kind of doctor or just?
I was thinking orthopedic surgeon.
Oh my gosh. I'm dealing with a kid that's way smarter than I am right now. So I'm trying to make sure that my questions are proper for you because you'll probably educate me. What makes you want to be an orthopedic surgeon?
Seeing how hard my dad works and my brother's in medical school. And I want to be a part of that. And I really like to help people.
Incredible. From that standpoint are you 18 yet?
Yes.
Okay. So 18 and you already know kind of your path is laid out for you. You understand that obviously the hard work that goes into that and the time and stuff. Do you kind of pat yourself on the back for the patience? Because it takes a lot of patience to do everything that you want to do.
I try not to get too big of a head about it and just keep moving forward.
Do you know where you want to go?
I don't.
You're still working on that?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. From where you sit, right, as an 18-year-old on this team, what are you going to remember most about the guys around you and this 2022 Cardinal Mooney Cardinal team?
I think family and perseverance. With everything we've been through and everybody that's been in on this team, I think family and perseverance are things I'm going to remember the most in my life.
I can appreciate that, dude. Cam Sweeney, appreciate the time so much. Looking forward to the next one. We'll be back right after this with our final interview here on the Cardinal Mooney Show, brought to you by Toyota of Warren.
I support police funding, securing our borders, and parental rights in education. I'm attorney Mark Hanai, the only Republican running for the 7th District Court of Appeals. I will always follow the law.
Paid for by the committee to elect Mark Hanai judge. Dave Johnson, chairman.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
I'm Mark Hanai, a conservative Republican. I believe in family values, the Second Amendment, and our Constitution. Vote for the only Republican running for the 7th District Court of Appeals. Protect your rights. Vote Hanai for judge.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our final interview is one that I have been waiting for personally a very, very long time. The Rudinsky name, very special to me, very special to YSN. And finally, we welcome Nolan Rudinsky, senior, the most consistent and best route running receiver I've ever seen in my life at the high school level, and a great young man on the other side of it. Nolan, welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you sitting down with us. Let's start with what you've learned. We just talked about the last 3 years have been so special to you. Why has it been that way?
I mean, just coming in my freshman year and us being one game away from the playoffs was rough. And then, like everybody has said, our senior class has been tight. We've wanted to do this. We wanted to succeed. And being able to do that throughout the past 3 years has been huge.
I'll ask you the same question. When I say 1-9, what does it mean to you?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it gut-wrenching feeling for all of us. But, I mean, this year we've proven ourselves to be better than that.
It kind of served as the foundation for your kind of success story, right?
Huge motivation.
And even though you guys were 1-9, it wasn't a 1-9 that you gave up. You fought the entire way through. And,
For sure.
I just remember watching your games last year, and you were doing everything you could to help Ashton O'Brien out when he was being chased around and chaos in the backfield. You cut off it was almost like watching the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger when the receivers just had to basically go back to backyard football. How do you always? I feel like you guys have some kind of wavelength between you and Ashton that you always understand where you need to be, because there's never anybody around you when you catch the ball.
I mean, we're always together. He's one of my best friends, and just have that connection off the field and be able to be friends and have it on the field. Him always being able to throw me the ball and me being open, being able to have a positive impact on our offense is awesome.
You have to have the best time in film study when you're watching. I just remember the Lindsley game. I remember saying that you caught the ball. You came back on a route. You caught the ball and were down, but you moved the chains. But the Lindsley, there was nobody around you for 25 yards. And like, I know you were upset, but you got the first down. You needed to do what you needed to do to get that. How do you cut those routes off so fast and those DBs just lose you? Because you're not a small guy.
I mean, it comes down to football IQ. And over the summer, I go to Tim Marlowe, work on my routes, work on how I'm going to break on this cut, how I'm going to release off of press coverage and all that stuff. And it's been really, really nice to be able to know if this corner's over top of me for me to cut back, or if I'm on top of him for me to keep running, and just the general football knowledge for a wide receiver.
All right, so I got to ask you a question, because I just learned this a couple weeks ago. Sometimes players watch more film on the other team than they do themselves. Which one are you? Do you watch your film?
I like watching my film. I like seeing what I do right. But Norway, an example, I know their safeties, I know their corners, I know what I'm going to do against when number 4 lines up against me, or number 44 this week. I know if 14's over top of me, what I'm going to do. All that stuff.
Do they have tells? Like the receiver, like in baseball, right? A pitcher can tip his pitches. Do safeties and corners have tells?
It really depends. Like when we played Hardin, the press coverage was softer, so I knew I was gonna be able to get off the ball. But against a team like Steubenville, we played a few weeks ago, the corners were up in my face, so I knew I was gonna have to give them a move and then go, stuff like that. And if they're off, I have more space to work with what I want to do.
So it's agility versus physicality.
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk more about this team. I mean, the adversity. We talked about the stripe. We talked about this sticker on the back. What this team has been through in the last 4 months has been incredible. Senior class especially. You guys, I think every single step of the way have been through something. What have you learned about adversity and dealing with it, with this stuff that you guys have fought through on the field?
I mean, just from us being together and the adversity through the past couple months, like you've said, it's us being close, and the ability to talk to all of our coaches, the ability to talk to each other has really just brought us together as a team.
What have you learned through all of this personally?
That I have brothers for the rest of my life.
That's awesome. Like that is a hit you in the chest kind of quote. All right. We talked about your brothers, I guess, on the field. We got to talk about your family off the field. One of my favorite families, one that has believed in me and YSN for such a long time. And one of the big reasons we're here. Speak to your family and how much they mean to you.
They mean the world. I mean, my dad, from when we were little, taking me and both of my brothers and my sister to games, to my mom. My mom works here, and she's just here for me every day. My little brother's on the sidelines. My other brother plays with us. My sister playing volleyball. She's there for every game. I mean, it's awesome.
Your dad, one of the hardest working dudes I've ever met in my life. What is some of the lessons that he's taught you that maybe he doesn't even know about?
I mean, he used to coach, so he's always been in my ear about what I need to do and how I need to get better and for my mental. But I mean, really just going out there and having fun and playing for the right reasons.
And Mama Bear cares about you more than you'll ever know. What does she mean to you?
The world. I mean, like I said, just from for her being here when I'm in school to her being at all my games from when I was like 6, it's just awesome.
All right. So what's the one thing that you want to leave for your siblings? You want to, when everybody talks about Nolan Rudinsky, you want this word to be associated with your name.
Just having a positive impact and showing how far a smile can go.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. What do you want to do when you grow up, big boy?
Oh, I have no clue.
No clue?
No, I'm not ready yet for that.
All right. Any ideas?
I don't know. I love sports, obviously.
Yeah.
Just to probably stay near to that or stay close to that would be awesome.
So when little Nolan was 4 years old, what did he want to do?
I mean, obviously NFL, but
sure.
Yeah.
It's still not out of the question. Do you want to play on Saturdays?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, I mean, what do you have left to check that box to feel confident about going into Saturdays?
I mean, I want to win states. We want to beat Norway. Then we want to go into the regional semifinals. Then we want to win regionals. Then we want to state semifinal. Then we want to win state.
I love it. Like, you are a pro, dude. For your first time with is this your first interview ever?
Yeah, this is my first interview.
You are a lights out professional. Like, I
thank
can't wait. Maybe you need to be on this side of the chair asking the questions. All right, I got to ask about the hair, man. Like, you just keep letting it grow. Like, how far are we gonna let it go?
It's about time.
Okay.
It's for sure about time. But I mean, me and Ty are the two kids known for our curly hair.
Yep.
And I don't know. It's just like we get our head shaved as sophomores. So, and this is the afro that's come out of it almost.
Ty said that you're the one receiver he'd want to go against.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, me and Ty so close, and just for us to be him to be on defense and me for being on offense, it makes us both better.
Who wins that matchup?
I do. I do.
Love it. If you guys meet 10 times, who wins the most?
I think I get 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
I get 6 or 7.
All right. We'll see how Ty feels about that. What's outside of your family? Who are your heroes?
Oh, my grandparents are really big to me, and my family over there, Steubenville people, love them. I mean, really just my family.
What's the best lesson you've ever learned in your life? The one that you keep with you constantly, and you try to make that kind of your mantra.
It's my dad telling me play for the right reasons.
I love it. Dude, Nolan, it was worth every minute that we couldn't get together to be here with you tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you out there who've tuned in for this entire thing. You can check out all these interviews on ysnlive.com for the player profiles and, of course, the Coach's Corner with Coach Pelini. That is going to do it for us live from Cardinal Mooney. Thanks to Toyota of Warren. Thanks to all the players and the coaches. And thanks to you for sticking around here tonight. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time right here on your Sports Network.